So guys, I feel like the way it is so hot, like I had to literally just switch off my aircon because like oh guys, this heat wave, oh my gosh. But anyway, hi guys. I hope that you guys have been good. Let me just relax a bit and I'll be back. Yeah. Sure, guys. Anyway, hi. Feels good to be back. I am Msomi. I hope that you guys are super doing good. We're experiencing a heat wave. I'm experiencing a heat wave. Everybody around the world, around the country, is experiencing a massive heat wave. I hope that you guys are good. I've been hot, I think all of us. This weather has been, it's done the worst to my skin. I have all these pimples and all these outbreaks and everything because when it gets hot, I think actually it happens to me. The hotter it gets, the worse my skin gets. But anyway, today guys, before we continue, please tell your friends, to tell my friends and everybody else's friends that I'm here. And please remember to like, share and subscribe, comment below. If you want to hear anything, as usual, because these topics keep coming from you guys, and some of them, it's getting heated now, these sessions. So today we are talking about boundaries, right? So you should speak about boundaries, and these are boundaries as a whole. These are boundaries in relationships, these are boundaries in friendships, these are boundaries in people, these are boundaries as makhelwane. Hey, we are, we're unpacking boundaries. So I hope that you guys do enjoy the topic. If you do want to hear more about anything, everything, you guys can comment below and we'll have a conversation. So please remember, most of the comments that I'll always share with you guys are from what others think, what others have shared with me, what they have told me, comments, tribulations, and right? And these are conversations that we're gonna have. So this topic, this topic is very dear to my heart, and I'll say dear because abantu bajwayelana umnqondo. Excuse my French, and that's the thin line that people don't want to draw. And it becomes a very sensitive topic when you have people like me, who say things the way they are. People like me who, like, for those who know me, I still say that a spade is a spade. It's not a digging tool, Like a spade is spade, invorok. I'm that type of person. So I always say to people, you respect my boundaries, I'll respect yours. Khona bangani, Hey, khona bomzala, abo chomi, abo, my friend, bomnqondo. No, really. They are friends, and I always say to people, it's what you allow. And people treat you in a specific way because you allow it. There are friends who do not respect boundaries because you allow them. Because umngani awumkhuzi, awuthi your friend, you know what, I'm gonna be with Bay this week. Bay is coming over. Bengicela nawazi ukuthi okay 6 o'clock. Hi nisaleni kahle, and you. They don't. Well, not because you're just chilling, it's fine. So your friend must be in between you and the relationship, and they must sit the whole day. I always say to people, please understand personal time, right? It's unfortunate, I feel ukuthi abantu engizwana nabo baya understand ukuthi sometimes personal time doesn't exist in our relationships, because here we are at 7 o'clock trying to mind our own business and somebody calls because we need to be praying for people. Yeah, and that's that's why I always say to people, that is the thin line with being with umuntu ofana nami. I'm a traditional healer, I'm a warrior, I'm a helper, I'm a caregiver, I'm a soon-to-be psychologist, I am a farmer. There will always be, as sad as it sounds, somebody who's going to interrupt my peace at some point, Somebody who's going to cross the boundary because mhlambe at 7 p.m. it is a bit of an emergency and this person needs help. Or they wouldn't come and faint at my gate, And that's the thin line. But khona bomzala who know that you are spending quality time with your partner, and they must also just be here for you, guys. So you can't tell your friends ukuthi bengisacela ukuspenda isikhathi nomuntu wami sike sibonde sibe right. Why can't you do that? I always ask this question because people feel like, yeah, but uchomi wami uzothini? Hey, ngwana hleke wena. What is your chomi going to... You should be worried about what your partner is going to think about somebody always being in your space, that you guys can't spend time together. You are worried about your friends and other people. Something must be very wrong with you. Like, proper wrong with you. I feel like we do not always tell our friends things, or we're not honest enough with them to let them know that they need to respect your boundaries with your partner. While we're still on the friendship thing, and maybe this is just me. I mean, I always say, Guti, if your friend is your friend, and get down when no tepiso ngabangani, nami mele ngibe mngani no tepiso for what? Tepiso is your friend. That is the boundary. If I meet you, tepiso mbali lerato bona, name them, whoever they are. And I always say this to my spouses because it doesn't make sense to me. Like, if tepiso mngani wako, then umngani wako. Tepiso must stay your friend. Why must Tepiso be my friend? Or why must I be friends with your friend? No, like, it's for me, and I'm not saying in all cases, guys. I always say, if I'm out with a wife, right? Me and my wife go to News Cafe. And it so happens that when we get to News Cafe, we make a mutual friend. Listen to what I'm saying. We've just met the person. None of us have a relation with that person. Then cool, so be it. Because the friend is mutual, we can be friends with the person. No problem with that. But I still say the friendship boundary thing is very important. Unless you ask me. If you have a conversation with me and say, okay, babe, and I really like this person to be my friend, and we're having a conversation about it, kudos. Then we can talk about it. But I don't understand why my friends must be your friends or your friends must be mine. For what? You met those people. Your personality with their personality is one, right? Stay there. My personality with my crew is one. I'm going to stay right here because it's going to be a clash of a problem. It's that same thing, the best friend conversation, right? You will speak to your best friend and then all of a sudden I know about it because we've got friends. Like, guys, can we separate our circles? Like, I want to believe that I've seen it so many times and for it to go wrong in so many ways. I still say to people, can we separate our circles? Like, can they? For the sake of sanity, for the sake of peace, for the sake of conversations that are not supposed to happen between partners, like, can we, guys, like, I cannot stress it enough, especially within the alphabet gang, separate your circles. Don't ever join them, but don't. You shouldn't even think about it. Like, don't do it. Don't. And I say this because it causes a lot of problems, especially if your circle is not mature. When it's mature, it's mature, and then you all have clashes and it causes drama. And it doesn't only cause drama in your own relationship, it causes drama in the relationships that you guys have as a squad. Like, that's why I always say, Guti, isquad mele sihlangane because sihlangane patini guy and then sesiyajolana ngoba sesiyazana, and not umjolo per se, like, can we settle down, let's get married type, you understand? This umjolo thing, nijolo nhlukane, now the squad asakhulumisani because I can't speak to this person because yena nombali manje abasakhulumisani, and mina, you understand, like, like, that whole 2 minutes has just given me a headache. Don't do it. Like, do not. I want to believe that you guys do have your views as well, right? Don't get me wrong. You guys can completely, please disagree with me. Tell me how you guys feel about it. Continue commenting below. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the button there for, notification, and it will tell you when I'm there. But guys, honestly, the friendship boundary for me is a sensitive topic and not based on personal experience. I won't lie, Bona. The niggas I chill with are, mature. But I've seen it so many times. I've seen it ruin friendships. Like, ube nomngani for 15 years. Ngoba yena nosiphecelezane bahlukene, and now you guys don't talk to each other because you guys are from the same circle. No. can we just separate the circles? Separating the circles makes it so much better for all of us. Okay. Righty, moving right along. That is friendships and boundaries and friends. Guys, please keep your friends out of your business. As wrong as this is going to sound, before we move to the next one. Bakhona abantu who supposedly vouch for you, but they don't. Khona abantu abamele ukuthi wena uthumile WhatsApp and it becomes a conversation. Among your circle there, because I know my boundaries. Y'all don't have conversations about these boundaries and y'all pass shit around about each other. And that's exactly what the problem is. You will tell this friend, because when by the time you tell this friend, there's a WhatsApp group that has been created talking about your problems. Be careful of whom you share your things with, guys. Not everyone out there is there for you, to vouch for you, to be there for you. These people are lying out here, guys, ne? And I always tell people that's the reason why my circle is very, like, my circle is very small. For such reasons. Because abantu, hey, people will pretend. Guys, like, I've seen instances where umuntu I pretend, here's why. This person will be your bestie fantuka. Yes, nibe show bestie fantuka. Best shine is Mistina. Uboni ndleko iti volcano. But anyway, like, these obviously, guys, please remember, of the things that come out of my mouth are shared experiences, are things I've seen happen in people's relationships, and I'm like, wow. And you called that person a friend? But again, let's not just say friends. We're still going to have the blood is not thicker than water conversation, where people have been hurt, lack of a better word, by people whom they believe are family. So we're still going to have that conversation. So let's talk about relationship boundaries, right? Because relationship boundaries are very tricky. And that also depends on what you... tongue twister, eh? It entirely depends on what you believe a boundary is in a relationship. Perfect example. Let's start. Typical. Ne? This boundary breaks like proper breaks relationships. And I still ask myself, why? Hey, mina umuntu amela ngathinti phone yami, hey ngoba phone yami. Okay, granted, your phone is yours. But like, and I don't want to stress the fact that it's because whatever's on your phone is secret to your partner or whatever, Like, people have this notion, which, I mean, the day I get married is the only time my partner's going to touch me. Oh, God. Like, fact of the matter is, your phone is your phone. And these are conversations I still say to people, you should have at the beginning of the relationship. You shouldn't be together 6 months down the line and feel like you're going to tell your partner that you have problems with them touching your phone. So you didn't have a problem for 6 months. Time flew and you didn't have a problem. So only 6 months down the line, you feel your partner mustn't answer your phone. Why? Like, that's the part I don't understand. And it's such a boring conversation, because I've a theory, like, go ahead. Yeah, deliberately, I'm gonna ask you why, for whatever reason. And some people are like, yeah, why, or hey, you guilty. Okay, so it's my phone. Why should I not ask you why? Because chances are, I may subconsciously, at that point, just want to know what I'm on. And naturally, I'm just going to pass the phone on and give it to you. Whether I have anything to hide or not, I feel like people don't understand the term boundary, transparency, and trust. 3 different things. Let's say it again. Boundaries, transparency, and trust. Those 3 things are very important. If you have trust issues in your relationship, cell phones are going to make you kill each other. If you guys don't have a lack of transparency, or maybe in little type, message. You understand? I'm that type. So if you don't have such conversations with your spouses, like, guys, I can't stress. Fact of the matter, before I continue what I can't stress, I always say when people come together, right? When one and one come together to become one full one, you are 2 different people. And I say this all the time. When you guys come together, continue being individuals to come together. do not want to merge with this person because you guys are not the same. Those are problems that start clashing with your boundaries because all of a sudden, uhlangane nami and mina, oh wait, ngihlangana nawe, and then when I start dating you tell me I mustn't drink. Why mustn't I drink? Girl, uhlangana nami etshwaleni, ungithole ngiphuza utshwala, ungithole ngimnandi elifini, ngidakwe ngibutephu. And then all of a sudden, Miss Ngwele, I must come meet you and I must say, hi! I mustn't drink for who? No. That is exactly the problem we have in relationships. People feel like they need to change. No, I must respect my partner. Sweetheart, you met me ngihlele emakratini ngabuya endlini ngo2 o'clock. Semjola nawe, mina manje ngibuya endlini ngo9 for what? No. Do not force change on people. Do not force your boundaries because you feel your boundary is 9 p.m. and you're not going to have a wife that comes home late. Then that wife is not for you. You need to learn to love a person the way Don't inflict your boundaries on a person. And I'm still saying, you talk about boundaries, deal breakers, problems or whatever that you guys have issues with in the beginning of the relationship, because it's going to cause a problem. You know, this is a very stupid thing, and I'll tell you, and I always say this, you know, maybe when I was younger, right, as far as I don't even think I can remember, to be honest, I do not wash shoes ever. Like and to another person, they're gonna find it very strange that for me there is a boundary I will not cross. Like, I will not. Mina, ngile type ephocelela ukuthi ngibhadala umuntu ukuthi angwashele isicathulo. Never. I don't care if it's raining, it's hot, it's sun. Yabona that day, I actually want to show you guys the shoe really good, but it's gonna force me to kind of like stand up and bring it back. There was a shoe once. It's just kind of because it's suede, right? I had to, you know, like really clean the shoe because I was going somewhere. And literally, I took the shoe out and I'm like, oh, I had to remember where the foam was because I mean, I don't even know where the bloody suede foam stays. And I'm like, oh, you know, and knowing me, I have to pick up the phone and be like, babe, you know that foamy thing, you know, for the shoe, where is it? Because I don't know where it is, no, and you're not here, and I need to, you know, I need to get some. That is the only time I had to pick up my shoe and actually clean it myself because, wow, I woke up that morning and I was like, nah, that shoe would work, you know, and that's when I physically had to do something about it. But I don't wash shoes. No. You will not put a gun to my head. Bona, you will not put a knife to my head. I'm the type of person that's going to pay the guys like, because football corner like Southgate, very close. Non-Geo, is it? Yes. There are guys literally in the south of Johannesburg who wash techies. I would rather pay them to wash my shoes. Like, it's a boundary I cannot cross. And I always say to people, as crazy as it sounds, if there's something that you are uncomfortable with, or something that you don't like, or something that is a boundary or a deal breaker for you, speak about it in the beginning of your relationship, because in the long run, when you guys keep going in your relationship, it's going to be a problem. Because you never spoke about your boundaries. Kinda like the respect. So for me, this is not a boundary, it's a respect thing. So I've got more than one phone, right? And I always say to people, if it is an emergency, you know, provided you somebody died, literally, for me that is level of emergency, unless or you fainted in front of my gate, you can call me after 9 o'clock. Willingly I will pick up. Dare I pick up the phone at 21:01 and you're calling me because you want to check up on me, I will hang up. My boundary. For what? Excuse my French. You can't. Like, I always tell my friends this, that, you know what, it's different. If I'm sitting and I'm chatting to you after 9 o'clock or 10, whatever, no problem. We can chat. But nowhere in the rule of chatting did it say pick up the phone and call me at 9 o'clock. I'm in my bed. No. I don't need to be called at that time. Unless, of course, it's an emergency or vele best discuss it 10 o'clock let's talk. Yeah, cool. Like, I mean, I sit on the phone and I talk to my friends for a very long time. But can I be ready for the phone call? Those are boundaries to talk about. I mean, I still say, Gucci, yes, guys, respect people's boundaries, not only each other's. There are people, mhlambe, who don't see abantu babo for hours on end. You know when they get home at 6 o'clock? 6 o'clock is family time. I mean, it could be 8 really, but I'm just, just saying. But if that's their time to spend time with abantu babo, allow them. You can't be busy here. Nawe bala no baby bafuna ucabuzana nawe ula. No, guys. So I want to say, you guys should respect boundaries. Boundaries are super important to those who believe in boundaries. Yet again, right? Not all of us, like our pains are not the same. Sometimes it. Anyway, I hope that you guys have enjoyed today's session. I know it was a bit long. It's just that these topics you guys throw at me, like they make me so happy. But yes, I'm hoping that you guys will comment below, send comments, like, share, subscribe. Tell me what you guys want to talk about. I want to believe Boundaries is going to come back because it's going to raise a whole lot of conversations. And these are conversations that I do want to have with you guys. I want you guys to tell me what you think, what you don't like, and we can continue. So thank you so much for tuning in to Real Talk. And I am Msomi. I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.